Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. These are my top 3 underrated items from Taco Bell. At number 3, we've got the cheesy Fiesta potatoes. Now, every time I do a build your own Lux box, I always get these instead of the cinnamon twist or chips and cheese. I just personally think they're miles better, and the sour cream and cheese really elevate these potatoes to another level. At number 2, really need to give some recognition, the Baja Midnight, which is one of the newer drinks at Taco Bell. So good. I don't think anyone talks about Baja Midnight enough. And this is a really good drink, and I think that's why it deserves number 2 on this list. And next up, I'm number 1. It's a value item, but I think it's one of the best value items. The cheesy bean and rice burrito. It's only $2. Yeah, it is a big burrito. I gotta give this a try right now. And that, my friends, is the 3 most underrated items at Taco Bell. Let me know what underrated items you want me to try from other restaurants next. Nova Universe, signing off. Alright, y'all, so I just want to come on here and give a little bit of a story time. Now, this is about the origin of my TikTok. Now, I would have posted this on my TikTok anniversary, but I want to get this out of the way. I don't want to wait over 1.5 months to post this. So I'm going to tell you right now the origin of my TikTok. It all started on April 1st, 2021. I decided to do a little bit of within terms of service trolling in a Discord server called LemoBean. Maybe y'all have heard of it. It was ran by the YouTube channel MemeNade. And I kept trolling. Like, I was against TikTok at the time. I kept saying TikTok good as a way to, like, troll the server because they were heavily against TikTok. Later on, I'm like, maybe I should download TikTok and follow some of the creators that I've seen that I know have a TikTok. So, I just downloaded TikTok, created my account, promoted it on my then Instagram, and, yeah, the rest is history. That's how my TikTok account started. April 1st, 2021, I created my account, and, yeah. And over time, I posted more videos, and, as you all know, on that one fateful day in June 2022, I got a viral hit with my Wingstop review. Before that, I was known as the guy who obsessed over Idaho, not knowing how bad it was at the time. But hey, now I want nothing more than to get out of this shithole of a state. Anyways, but yeah, that's the origin of my TikTok. And I really hope you enjoyed this story time. Novine Universe, signing off. Trying Round Table Pizza for the very first time. Let's start off with the appetizers. Okay, they were supposed to give me ranch with my appetizers, and they never did. Damn it. I'm gonna have to use the ranch from the wings. But let's start with the matzo sticks. Let's get a cheese pull. Yes! Yeah! It's not bad. It's actually pretty good. Little heavy on the breading, but the cheese pull, immaculate. Let's get another one. Not as good. Now let's try the jalapeno poppers.
Exclusive property of the Novine Universe on TikTok.
Oh! No. Way too much cream cheese. It needs to have more jalapeno in it. I just got a bomb of cream cheese in my mouth. Not pleasant. Now the Idaho potato wedges. Not bad. It needs to be crunchier, and it definitely needs a sauce. Now let's try out the Polynesian wings. These are the most tender wings I have ever had. And the Polynesian sauce reminds me of a sweet chili sauce. It's really good. And finally, let's try the pizza. And before I try it, $14 for a personal pizza? You fucking kidding me? And I got 2 of them. That's $28 for 2 pizzas. When I can go down to Domino's and get 2 for less than $15, and they're double the size. All right, this is the King Arthur Supreme. It's actually not bad. The dough is actually really good. It's got a nice thin crust. And look at this, look at this, look at this. I'm going to take another piece for reference. Literally 0 flop. This is actually a good quality pizza. Is it worth $14 though? Let's find out with the next one. And this one right here is their garlic pizza that I forgot the name of. Once again, no flop, 1 bite, everyone knows the rules.
Exclusive property of the Novine Universe on TikTok.
This one's really cheesy. Good amount of toppings on it. The green onions give it like a good, give it like a good like pizzazz, some good flavor to it. I paid way too much money on those 2 pizzas to make this video. Was it worth it? Hell fuck off no! I don't think I'm going back to Round Table again unless I really, really want those Polynesian wings. Novine Universe frickin' signing off. Fuck Round Table. Too expensive. Trying items from my pizza I've never had before. And one of them is this Boylan's Black Cherry. Got a bottle opener?
Exclusive property of the Novine Universe on TikTok.
Don't worry, I picked up the bottle cap. But this is really good. It's very natural. Like, most black cherry I've had tastes awful, like awful. But Circle and Boylan's taste very natural, and they're one of my favorite flavors. When it's done right. Now, let's try the cheesy garlic bread. Cheese pull is practically non-existent and there's not much flavor. Let's dip it in the marinara sauce and see if that makes it any better. It's a little bit better. And for funsies, let's try a sausage and mushroom Alfredo pizza. Much better than the garlic bread. This is very, very cheesy from the Alfredo sauce, and is very garlicky as well. This is a great pizza, and if you're ever at Mod, I suggest trying this out. Overall, stick to pizza, salads, and the no-name cake Mod. The cheesy garlic bread gets a 3 out of 10. This pizza gets an 8 out of 10, and this black cherry soda, 10 out of 10. Novine Universe, signing off. I found the juice that made a popular 90s fad that became popular with the kids in that time. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Pog juice. You may know what Pogs are. I'm not going to explain them, but This juice is why Pogs were created in the first place. So without this juice, we may have never had Pogs. So let's just go ahead and open this container up. Give it a sniff. Ooh, that smells really good. Alright, let's pour ourselves a glass. Almost dropped it. Now, I'm gonna go put this away before I drop it. Alright, Pog juice, passion fruit, orange, guava, Diboja.
Exclusive property of the Novine Universe on TikTok.
That's really good. I think I'm mainly getting passion fruit with an aftertaste of guava. I'm not getting much orange. But hey, it's still a really good drink. Thanks to this juice for the reason that Pogs exist, this gets an 8.5 out of 10. Novine Universe, signing off. According to Google, this is the most common Texas barbecue order. And I'm gonna give everything that I'm holding a try. I gotta start off with my obligatory Dr. Pepper. We all know what I think about Dr. Pepper. Now, when I looked it up on Google, the most common order that I saw was pork ribs, beef brisket, and cheddar and jalapeno sausage with potato salad and fried okra. So that is what I ordered. I'm going to be saving the fried okra for last because I have never had it before. However, let's try the potato salad.
Exclusive property of the Novine Universe on TikTok.
That was all mashed. Let me get one more bite. That's a lot better. But the potatoes are nice and soft. The mustard gives it a little bit of tang that's really needed in a potato salad. Now on to the 3-meat plate. Let's first start off with the toast. That is very, very, very dense. Now let's try the cheddar jalapeno sausage. Doesn't look like there's much cheese in here. That's actually quite good. Very peppery, not too spicy. It's actually got a really good flavor profile. Now let's try the beef brisket that I'm pointing at. Okay, it is so tender. There we go. Let's do a pull test. Oh, fuck that. That is not tender at all. Still really good. I just now realized it didn't really fall apart because I was pulling with the grain. It's actually quite tender and bites off easily. Let's try the brisket with a little bit of Carolina barbecue sauce. The mustard base is just superior in barbecue sauce. Now let's try the pork rib. It is fall off the bone tender. Oh my goodness. That pork rib is extremely tender. I can't imagine how tender it is in Texas. And I felt adventurous today, so let's try the fried okra. Close up for y'all. It's a texture. Alright, it tastes fine. But the texture is really throwing me off. It's like wet dog food. All in all, everything except the okra was really good. And one day I'm going to go to Texas and get this order so I can try it for myself. Novine Universe, signing off. If it's anything that cheers this sad boy up, it's a nice big bag of drinks. I just placed my first Jackson's Food Store order. Let's show what I got. First up, I only got one food item, and it is the Welch's Juiceful Fusions. Never seen these before, so I figured that I would pick them up, try them out. I don't know if it's going to be for a video or not, though. That's still up in the air. Now we're moving on to the 8 drinks I got. Some of them for reviews. We got the all reliable Barks root beer, my absolute favorite root beer of all time, and this is a top 10 soda of mine. And I got 3 of those. Next up, we got mankind's greatest invention, good old Dr. Pepper, and I got 2 of them. If anything makes a sad boy happy, it's Dr. Pepper. Now, I also got this for a review. The Lipton Fusion Pineapple Mango Lemonade. I've tried the strawberry lemonade one before. I really liked it. So, this is going to be worth a good try. Then, I got one of my favorite Gatorade flavors, the Fruit Punch Cool Blue Mix. And finally, for a review, a monster flavor I have never seen before, the Electric Blue. Be prepared to see a video on that soon. Novine Universe, signing off. 7-Eleven has their own branded sodas now, and today I'm going to be trying the classic cola flavor. Now I would try all 3, but I'm on a mission to unbig back myself, which I've actually almost done actually. I'm almost out of the obesity range in my BMI. But hey, we're going to try the classic cola flavor. But before we do that, let's try the French macarons, and specifically the pistachio one.
Exclusive property of the Novine Universe on TikTok.
The pistachio one's alright. Let's try the chocolate one. Maybe it's better. It got the same texture. Note that the guy at 7-Eleven completely screwed up my order and gave me these instead of the rainbow cake slice that I ordered. How inconsiderate. Now time for the cola. I did not expect that. Damn it. Got it open. Diboja. Not bad. No, I'm normally not a big fan of colas outside of Pepsi, its cherry variant, and Coke Vanilla, and some of the limited edition flavors of each. But this is actually a cola that I would get if I was in a pinch. I also want to note that this has the same exact ingredient list as Coca-Cola. So maybe they teamed up to make this? I'm not sure. But since this tastes closer to Coke than Pepsi, excuse me, I don't know if I'd get it again. So I'll give this a 6.7 out of 10. Novine Universe, signing off. Let's try an unorthodox Pizza Hut pizza. And I'm going to tell you what it is later in the video. But before we try that, we're going to try a brand new item from Pizza Hut. And that is the Nashville Hot Chicken Wings. I can smell the spice. Got my trusty Dr. Pepper ready in case I need it. Grab the wings. Alright, see you on the other side, y'all.
Exclusive property of the Novine Universe on TikTok.
Okay, not as bad as I thought. Good thing I had the Dr. Pepper ready. Those are respectably spicy. Okay, now for the pizza. This is a meat lover's pizza. You would expect it to be a hand-tossed crust and with marinara sauce. However, I didn't do that. I got a thin crust, and I got creamy garlic sauce. This may seem a little bit weird, but I'm here to try it, so you don't have to. Definitely some flop. One bite, everyone knows the rules. I also forgot to mention I added banana peppers to it to help cut through the insane amount of grease that is in that thing, but yeah, it's actually not bad. It's got a good cheesy and garlic front-forward flavor, and to be honest, it doesn't taste that much different from a normal meat lover's. However, the thin crust is kind of bland, so good thing I've got some buffalo sauce to dip the crust in. Oh no! Would I get that pizza again? Hell yeah! It's a delicious pizza! But although it is a little bit pricey, it's 25 bucks, so maybe not every time. Anyways, Novine Universe, signing off. Today I am bedrotting because the trauma is real. But let's do a Tony's Chocolonely review in bed. We're gonna try 2 of these now. You guys don't need context, I post about it every year. But I think we're gonna try the red bar. And also, let's see the flavors here.
Spoiler, I'm not going to even try to hide my depression during the audio mark.
Alright, we got our chocolate. So if you don't know, Tony's Chocolonely is fighting for equality in the chocolate industry because most of the chocolate workers in the world are children and they don't get paid enough. All of Tony's workers are adults and get paid fairly for their work. Let's first start off with the normal milk chocolate. I've always loved the shape of Tony's bars.
Exclusive property of the Novine Universe on TikTok.
That's really good. It's really creamy, not too sweet, and the chocolate just has the right amount. Like, it breaks off so easily. So, very good. Now, let's try the milk chocolate honey almond nougat. It's also really good. I'm not getting very much honey. I'm getting mostly almond, but the almond gives the chocolate a much needed crunch. So all in all, I did prefer the almond over the regular, but we still got 4 more bars to try in future videos. If there is future videos. Anyways, Novine Universe signing off.
The Chin universe is rapidly expanding, and now, we have memberships and super chats. Consider joining us to have access to 4 brand new emotes, and member-exclusive shorts showing how they get made. Thank you so much for watching and helping the channel grow this fast, and I'll see you on the next video.